Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. We're doing another foundation review since you guys know I love a good foundation review. And today we're trying out the latest from YSL. This is the new Bare Look Tint and I picked up the shade NU2. Now this foundation retails for $38. I believe it is available already on the Sephora website, so that is where I'll have it linked. And it comes in 20 different shades. Now, this is a new skin tint line or skincare slash makeup hybrid type of line that YSL has introduced. They also released two different primers, both a dewy, glowy primer as well as a mattifying primer, and they also released a setting spray. I wanted to get the setting spray, but for whatever reason, if I was adding that to my cart, I wasn't able to get the 2-day shipping. And since I have a review channel here on YouTube, it's really important that I do these reviews as soon as the product comes out. So I opted not to get the setting spray, but I am considering picking it up later on just because I don't have a YSL setting spray. I do have a YSL primer, so I thought, well, it'd be nice to have the trio. But in this video, we're gonna be doing a 2-day, 10-hour wear test of this new skin tint. Now, let me just give you guys some quick specifics on this new YSL foundation. This is infused with hyaluronic acid, and it's going to provide light to medium buildable coverage. And it's also going to leave the skin with a dewy, radiant finish. Now, before we begin this 2-day, 10-hour wear test, let me just give you guys some quick details about myself. For those of you who it's your first time here on my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Steph. I hope if you guys find this video helpful and enjoy watching, you'll give it a thumbs up on your way out and consider subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of foundation reviews. It is one of my most favorite things to do here on my channel. I am 39 years old and I have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. Right now, my major concerns are my large visible pores and the fine lines under my eye area. I like to try all different types of foundation. I love my skin to have a nice, radiant, healthy looking glow. I tend to go more for medium to full coverage foundations, but lately, guys, I mean, we've just been bombarded with all of these skin tints and lightweight foundations. So I am quickly developing an appreciation for those different formulations. Now, in this 2-day, 10-hour wear test, you're gonna see me try it on day 1, just wearing it on its own, meaning I'm not going to apply primer, powder, setting spray. I am probably going to do a little bit of bronzer and blush just because I'm going to be wearing this at work and I just want to test it out. And then on day 2, which is actually today, because I'm filming both the intro and the final thoughts portion of this video like in the same time frame. So for day 2, I am wearing it with primer, powder, setting spray. And on both days, guys, I'm gonna be wearing a mask, although not for the entire day, but on and off. That way we can see if there's any transfer and just how the foundation reacts to having a mask across my face. So we'll be testing this out these next 2 days. I'll be giving you guys my periodic check-ins, allowing you to see how it is wearing during my work day. And I am gonna be including a picture of me outdoors. That way you can see what it's going to look like in the sunlight. And before we jump into the application portion of today's video, I am gonna insert some swatches comparing it to similar items that I have in my stash. So if you guys want to see this new YSL foundation in action, keep on watching. Let's dive into this, guys. I'm gonna give it a good shake. Once again, I'm in the shade NU2, and I'm gonna be applying with a brush and a damp makeup sponge. Today's gonna be the day where I don't add any additional product, meaning no primer, no setting powder, and no setting spray. I am getting ready to go to work, so I am gonna do a little bit of bronzer and some blush, but it's gonna be cream bronzer and cream blush. And the only place I'm gonna add setting powder is under my eye area to set my concealer. So this is a squeezy tube, by the way. Looks like it's gonna be the perfect shade match for me. So I'm gonna start first with a makeup brush, and I got this one from QVC. This is from It Cosmetics. This was in their most recent Today Special Value. Actually, my mom bought it and she gave me the brush. Thank you, Mom. So this is what I'm gonna use to apply. This brush is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush. Now this does say it's going to give us light to medium buildable coverage, and it's going to provide a dewy finish. You all know I love a nice healthy glow. This is definitely a perfect shade match for me. And I want to say this was the second to the lightest shade. Again, there are 20 shades available, 38 bucks. I think it's applying really nicely with the brush. I can definitely see the dewy finish. I do have sunscreen on already. I use the Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Sunscreen. It's a really, really good one. I'll have it linked for you guys in the description box. I've used that one for a few years and it's a beautiful product. All right, so here's the first application. No foundation, skin tint. Hey, looks really pretty. Definitely a light coverage right now. All right, so I really enjoyed applying it with this brush. I have a damp beauty blender, so let me pick some up. Now, I kind of feel like this is going to be a product, and I've just used up everything on the back of my hand, where maybe you apply it first with your fingers or with a brush, and then go in with a damp beauty sponge just to make sure everything is seamless. Like really press it in. That seems to be the way I've been enjoying applying these skin tints, just because they are a more light coverage. You don't want the sponge to soak up too much product. You want to be able to spread it out first and then press it in. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna go in with the brush and I'm gonna build up right in here. This is the area where I would typically build up coverage. I'm just stippling it on first with the brush. So I do think it's building up some. Obviously, if you want more coverage in a specific area, you'll have to go in with your favorite concealer, which I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to spot conceal today, but I will likely do that tomorrow. I'll just do my makeup as usual tomorrow. Now, as far as wearing masks, we don't have to wear a mask anymore at my workplace, so I haven't really been wearing one. We've been kind of spread out, but I will probably wear one periodically today just so that we can test how it wears, and I'll try and do that tomorrow as well. I'm just gonna press everything in, use up what little I have left. All right, so first impression, it's definitely a dewy, glowy foundation or skin tint, and I'm liking it. Love the shade. NU2 is definitely the perfect shade match for me. I did build it up some, not full coverage. Me personally, I would definitely spot conceal the sides of my cheeks. I always do that, but it's not bad. Like, it looks really pretty on my skin. It's not laying on top of my skin. It's absorbing into my skin, and it looks really natural. I'm really liking it. Now, how is it gonna hold up without powder, without setting spray on my normal to oily skin? That remains to be seen. Typically with dewy foundations, radiant foundations, I really like and really need to powder down my T-zone since that is the oiliest place on my face. But we'll see how this does today all by itself. Now, I am going to add some under eye concealer, and I want to do this on camera because they sent me this new product. It is the Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. They sent me 4 different shades, so I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, and I'm gonna try that out. I did end up purchasing the original Touche Eclat brightening pen, so actually might use both, but I really want to try this new one. I don't know how new it is. I mean, it could have been out for a while. I'm just saying it's new because it's not the original one. So here's the little applicator that they sent. Let me open up this card and let me start applying. Okay, so I have the lightest shade and I don't really think this is going to work for me. I'm applying it to the back of my hand and it looks like it's going to be a little bit darker than the actual foundation itself. This might actually work as a spot concealer for me, but I am not going to be doing that today. So I'm going to close this back up and just go in with the Touche Eclat brightening pen instead. It's been a long time that I don't wear this product. I'm just going to do a little bit right here. This is just a brightening pen. Oh, I forgot how nice this is. It's seriously been like at least 12 years that I don't use this product. All right, so I think that looks nice. It definitely brightened up the under eye area. I think I would like this maybe with a little bit of concealer underneath and then this on top, but not bad. I'm gonna leave it like this. We're gonna go for a natural look today. So this is how the foundation is going to stay. I will be wearing this for 10 hours today. I will be back later on to give you guys my first check-in, midday check-in, and we'll see how this new YSL Bare Look Tint is going to perform on my 39-year-old normal to oily skin. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is a 6-hour check-in with this new one from YSL. No touch-ups, just had lunch, and this is what my skin is looking like. I'm definitely shiny, especially on my nose, and kind of settled a little bit like right in here. It's definitely a dewy finish, definitely that. It's not breaking up anywhere, so it seems to be holding up pretty good in this heat and humidity down here in South Texas. Been indoors and outdoors a little bit throughout the day, but I'm fixing to head back into work for the second half of my day. Wanted to show you guys how it was looking. I am in my vehicle, obviously, to have the sunroof open, so you can kind of see how it's looking shade-wise. I think it's a really good shade match for me. I'm really happy with the shade I got, which is NU2. And but yeah, like my nose, I definitely need powder. I think this foundation is going to do a lot better tomorrow when I have the rest of my makeup paired with it, especially powder, since my nose is the oiliest place on my face. But it still has 5 more hours to go. So actually no, it has 4 more hours to go. So I'll be back later once I get home from work and I'll show you guys how it is looking at the end of my day. Hey guys, this is the 10-hour check-in with this new YSL foundation. I am just getting home from work and I'm fixing to get a run in right now, but I definitely needed to update you guys on how my skin is looking. I'm definitely shiny, and I've been shiny for probably since about the 3-hour mark. Definitely you can see it like on my forehead, just on my T-zone, even in through here. I think the foundation has worn very nicely. Like it hasn't really rubbed off, maybe just a little bit like on this side. I did wear a mask briefly today, not really for the entire day. So I can't really say anything yet on how this is going to wear under a mask. And I don't think I want to say anything until I try it tomorrow with, you know, my full face of makeup. I have a feeling I'm going to like and appreciate this foundation more so tomorrow when I add powder to it, because for me and my normal to oily skin, I definitely need to powder this down. I mean, you can see like right around through here, it is starting to break up just a little bit. I think it held up okay. I wouldn't say it held up fantastic. Again, I do have higher hopes tomorrow, but I think if you are somebody who has dry skin and you're looking for a light coverage foundation, I think this might be something that might work really well for you. But if you're full on oily, I don't know, stay tuned for tomorrow so we can see how it's going to do with the primer, powder, and setting spray. But yeah, this is how we're looking at the end of day 1. I will be back tomorrow, probably probably about maybe an hour after I apply, or maybe right after I apply the foundation, just to let you guys know what products I went in with, and of course to give you my periodic check-ins throughout the day and my final thoughts at the end of tomorrow, so stay tuned. Hey guys, day 2, 1 hour check-in right now with this new YSL foundation. Let me quickly tell you guys what I applied this morning. I used the YSL Touche Eclat blurring primer. I know, very fancy this morning, but I thought it'd pair perfectly with the YSL foundation that we're testing out these next couple days. I also used a little bit of the Flower Beauty Chill Out under eye corrector, and then I went in with the YSL Touche Eclat brightening pen for my under eye area. I love the way that looks. The setting powder that I'm using today is the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte loose finishing powder. I have been loving that powder, guys. That is a really good powder, really finely milled powder. Highly recommend you guys check that out. And then setting spray, I'm doing the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's usually the setting spray that I like to use when I do foundation reviews, and so far so good. Everything has paired beautifully with each other. I have no funky texture going on, no cakiness. Everything looks really good. Obviously the powder did help to tone down the dewiness of the foundation, which I don't mind at all, and I am liking the way everything looks. So I will be back during my lunch break to give you guys the 5-hour check-in, or around there, the 5-hour check-in. And then, of course, at the end of the day, we'll wrap up this 2-day, 10-hour wear test with this new YSL Bare Skin Tint. Is that what it's called? I don't have it in front of me, but you know, the foundation we've been talking about these last few minutes. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, 5-hour check-in here. This is how the skin is looking. Definitely a little bit dewy. I definitely think my nose could use a little bit of powder, even though it has some from this morning. I don't think it's as bad as yesterday. I think the foundation is holding up much better today than it did yesterday, but like right in here, it looks a little makeup-y. That's the only area I have an issue with, is like right around here, my nose. I think everything else looks good. It's definitely a lightweight foundation. Like, it really feels like I have nothing on my skin. And I like the way it looks. Like, I think it looks pretty good. I like it more so today that I spot concealed in this area right here. And so far so good. It has another 5 hours to go, so I'll be back when I get home from work, and we'll do the final check-in, and we'll wrap up this 2-day 10-hour wear test. All right, guys, we've come to the end of this 2-day 10-hour wear test of the new NU, or maybe it's just new, right? Yves Saint Laurent Bare Look Tint. Again, I've been wearing the shade NU2, and this is what my makeup is looking like after 10 hours. I think it held up much better today than it did yesterday. I mean, just all over, you can tell that I have a glow. You can tell that this is definitely a dewy skin tint, just the way it claims. And I like the way it wore so much better today than yesterday. I think for somebody like me with a normal to oily skin type, you're definitely gonna wanna go in with your favorite primer, with your favorite setting powder, so you can set your T-zone or wherever it is you get oily on your face. That way you can help improve the longevity of the skin tint. But overall, I think my skin looks really good. The only place where I guess if I'm going to nitpick on it has just been like right here around my nose, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe I didn't blend it out well enough. Maybe I just put too much powder in this area, but that's the only place that kind of looks a little bit makeup-y, a little bit cakey. But then also that tends to happen on me with other foundations too. But overall, it wore so much better today than yesterday. I did wear a mask a little bit today, and I don't think I got like any major rub off or anything like that. I would definitely, if you are going to wear a mask though, especially if you're normal to oily type. Just make sure like you powder down your nose, give it that little bit of extra coverage. Maybe that will help prevent some of the rub off, but just know guys, if you're going to be wearing a mask, I mean, it's natural for makeup to rub off. It's meant to come off. I liked this product. I think that it is a fairly decent price point for being YSL. I actually expected this to have like a $48 price tag instead of the $38 price tag. So not bad. You do get 1 fluid ounce of product. And again, there were 20 shades to choose from, and this does contain hyaluronic acid. Quick side note, and hi to my friend Vicky at work. My friend Vicky ordered this. She knew I told her I'm doing a foundation wear test these next 2 days, and she liked it so much that she ordered it this afternoon. So I already sold one to my friend who liked the way my makeup looked in person, and she has dry skin. I asked her, I kind of guided her through it, and I asked her, well, do you have dry skin? And she said, yes. I'm like, I think this is going to be perfect for you. So I can't wait to hear her thoughts and see how she likes it. So I would recommend this product for those of you out there with normal to dry or full on dry skin, especially because it has the hyaluronic acid and it's just going to help draw in that moisture and lock it in all day. Again, you're going to have a nice dewy finish. If you don't want that too intense, then definitely go in with maybe a mattifying primer, go in with a setting powder, and definitely go in with your favorite maybe mattifying setting spray, just to take the dewiness, the glow down a few notches. But overall, I thought it wore so much better today. Very happy with the way it looks today. And I'll probably be wearing it again tomorrow, trying it with a different concealer, a different powder, and just seeing how it works. Now, you guys always know I like to give you guys some other options, some alternatives. I think that if you have the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation, then you already have something very similar to this YSL one, or maybe you had your eye on this one and now maybe you have your eye on this one. I would go for this one over this one just because you're going to be saving like $10 or $12, because I think this is around the $50 mark. Because I think both of these, to be honest, I think they wear pretty much the same. I also feel like if you have the Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation, you're going to get slightly more coverage with this product than you are with the YSL. I know the YSL says it's going to be light to medium buildable coverage. I don't really see a full-on medium coverage. I definitely see maybe on the heavier side of a light coverage. With this one, I feel I can definitely get a medium coverage, but with this one, it's kind of pushing it. So maybe you're already out of this one, or maybe you're fixing to finish your tube up. This might be a nice one to try. I definitely think you're going to get way more of a glow with this one than you do with this one. Just throwing that out there. And then for those of you with normal to oily skin, full on oily skin, I don't know if you've seen my review yet over the Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Long Wear Matte Makeup with SPF 19. I have reviewed this already on my channel. I'll have it linked up above in case you want to check it out. But this is also a very lightweight, kind of like a skin tint type of foundation. You are going to get light coverage, maybe slightly medium coverage, but it's going to be very similar in coverage to the YSL. Only you're going to get a matte finish with this one versus this one. You do have a little bit of SPF protection in this one as well. And this one I think is a couple bucks more than the YSL. This one is about, I think, 43, and then this is 38. So just wanted to point those alternatives out. You might already have those in your stash, or maybe you were considering picking some of them up. You might want to switch and get the YSL. I'll have them all linked in the description box of this video. That way you guys can make the best buying decision for your complexion. Let me know your thoughts, guys. What did you think of this 2-day, 10-hour wear test with the new YSL Bare Look Tint? Are you going to be picking it up? Did you even know it came out? And it is at Sephora already, because that's where my friend ordered it from this afternoon. Leave me your comments. Leave me your thoughts. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.